I see a lot of modern Christians finding new ways to fast in today's society. You know, the world is rapidly changing, and that means there could be new opportunities and new challenges for Christians to face. And for me, that's pretty exciting because for a long time, I thought fasting was just about food. You know, I'm a young orthodox Christian. I've been one my whole life. I've seen the world change, with technology and social media, and I've come to realize that these things can also be a part of our fasting routines. I'm not a priest, I'm not a monk, I've made mistakes and I'm sure I'll keep making them. I'm just a guy that wants to talk about orthodoxy. So today I'm going to break down what the saints and the church fathers say about fasting that can give you new ideas on how to keep the focus on God. I want to start with Saint Basil the Great, who wrote, "Fasting is not merely abstaining from food, but from sins. The true fast is temperance of the tongue, abstinence from anger, and separation from desires." That last part, separation from desires, is what I want to unpack today. Many Christians are stuck to the idea that food is the only possible thing you can fast from, but in reality, there are often many other distractions and bad habits that should be dealt with before food. And these distractions can be different from person to person. For me, that thing was music. I got into a habit of listening to music every day, which didn't really strengthen my relationship with God. So this year, I decided to give up music as a part of my fasting, and it's been going really well. The fast feels more sincere because I know the sacrifice is something I genuinely enjoy. And it works because it's specific to my weaknesses as a Christian. So it means more. Another thing I learned was that I didn't have to cut out music completely. All I had to do was replace that music with some that focused more on God. And for me, Byzantine chanting perfectly filled that void. And it gave the fast a much more spiritual flavor. Now, even when the fast is done, I still have those good habits, and actually, I don't listen to much modern music anymore, and I'm very grateful for it. A lot of people my age are also saying how addicted they are to social media, and I can't blame them. It's literally designed to keep your attention. I definitely struggle with this one, but from the small success I've had with it, a couple of days, a week without social media, I find that life becomes much simpler without these things. It forces me to spend quality time in person with others around me, and it does a good job at slowing everything down. One thing I learned by doing this is that it's okay to feel bored. Usually it feels bad at first, but then you find new ways to use all that extra time you've freed up. You might pick up a new hobby or be more productive at work or in the gym. So putting down social media can completely change your life, and it works. Saint Basil also says to temper your tongue. Some people's weaknesses might be that they lie too much or they get angry too quickly. These are all extra ways to fast which might be worth considering too. And if you don't know what you should be fasting from, pray about it. The reason fasting is so good for Christians is it builds discipline, which can help you in every area of life. More often than not, if someone is disciplined enough to fast, they're probably very disciplined at work, in their relationships, in the gym, whatever it may be. The thought of accomplishing something difficult for God can be very encouraging and can give you more motivation to keep fasting in the future. Paul writes in Corinthians, "I discipline my body to keep it under control." This means under control from sins, desires, and laziness. So this just goes to show how connected your body and your soul are when you're fasting. Discipline from your soul can become discipline for your body and vice versa. I want to finish with one really good quote from St. John Chrysostom, who says, "Fasting without prayer is just a diet," which is perfect because it means you're continually reminding yourself the reason for your fasting throughout the day. It gives you a better sense of rhythm and ultimately leads to a sharper focus on God. Let me know in the comments what things you like to fast from, and let me know what topics you want me to cover next. Doxo Theos, and glory be to God.